But then, yeah, I'd struggled with being seen in a certain way. I did some classical roles, but then I was like, I'd always say like, oh, like, can I learn this princely role? And it got to the point where I was like, not that, again, Nutcracker is lesser, but it kind of, sometimes it's very thrown together, especially at ABT. So I was kind of like, hey, like, I know a lot of dancers don't want to do this version. Can I do it? Like, I'm here wanting to do it. And I got the comment, we're going to give it to someone who looks more the part. And that kind of just was a big stab in my everything. And so as I kind of gained more outspokenness and more confidence within presenting myself as who I am and who I believe that I am, I, through my fake agent, my pseudonym, I reached out to Dapper Dan, and his crew, who is the father of hip hop fashion in America, and got an appointment and essentially went in and I was like, hi, like, I want to do this thing. I want to like be dressed up for this gala. Will you make something for me? And here's my story. I told him the story. I wasn't half prince. They keep saying these weird things to me that essentially mean you're too Black to be in ballet. And he was like, you know what? No, you're not going to look like a prince. I'm going to make you look like a king. And then he made this amazing robe for me that embodied everything that he said and really felt like me.
I love that so much. And the robe is incredible. I mean, it's got like the bees embroidered into it, and did you get to keep it? Like, it's yours?
In the closet right there.
It's in the closet.
I brought it to the Cayman Islands. I'm planning on doing a video. We'll see what it turns into.
I was gonna say, we need to see, with that beautiful backdrop of the ocean, you in your gown. Yes. Definitely. I wanted to know what it felt like when you were finally promoted to soloist with ABT. What did that moment feel like? Where were you? How did it come about? How did it happen?
Well, what the media probably doesn't know is that it happened months and months and months before it was actually announced. It didn't feel good. It felt more like I don't know, it just felt like kind of a pat on the head, like feeding of a carrot, like, oh, here's a little thing. And it came at a weird time too, you know, given the circumstances we were in during the pandemic. I don't know, I didn't like hearing it in the way that I heard it. I didn't like that it was given to me kind of out of nowhere and not, I don't know, I'd been passed over so many times that I was desensitized to the surprise of being promoted. And I also asked for it too. It wasn't bestowed upon me. I essentially lobbied for myself, and I was like, this has been very, very unacceptable, this treatment of me, and I was given this platform now because now they care about Black people. And I said, either you promote me in the next few weeks or I quit. And I got promoted. So then it didn't come until later in the media, and that was a bit better because I already knew it was happening, but I was with friends. That was during my bubble project with the nonprofit that I created, and I was with a lot of my colleagues, and that was nice to share that with them. But, you know, if I'm allowed to say it this way, with no arrogance or superiority or anything, I deserve more.
Yeah. No, I agree. And thank you for being so honest in your answer there, because you could have just said, oh, it felt really good and I was well deserved and moved on, but you gave me a really honest answer, which a lot of people in the ballet world don't do, because they are so afraid of the directors, the artistic staff, and I take my hat off to you for being so open and honest, because the amount of times, Gabe, I'll admit, when I've been interviewing people and when the microphones and the recording is switched off, and then they delve deeper into their story and share an answer like that, and I'm like, and it's not recorded, and the young dancers and the parents of dancers and the dance community that listen to this podcast then don't get to hear, I guess, the real story. So I really appreciate that answer. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's also, just quickly, it's also because specifically because we're in this time where it's almost as if this is like the break of communism and all the dictators are being shown for what they really are. And now is the time to talk. Now is the time when we are calling for social justice, not just for Black people, but in general, questioning our practices. And it's the time to expose reality. So that's why I feel like I should do it.
No, the truth's always the way to go, isn't it? Really, at the end of the day.